What is up, guys? It's Swimmer here, back again with some more Go Battle League action. Season 6 has started, so I'm going to be showing some battles from last night, which was the first night of Season 6. I just did 2 sets because it was a little bit laggy. Go Battle League has historically always been kind of laggy on the first night of a new season. So usually I don't battle the first night, but because it's been so long since I've battled, I decided to give it a go. As you guys know, I sat out the entirety of the Catch Cup, so I might be a little bit rusty, and as a result, I'm going back to a team that I'm familiar with to start with, of Dugong, Alolan Marowak, and Defense Deoxys. But I'm actually going to use 4 different teams in this set and really try out some different Pokemon because it does not matter whether I win or lose, um, since I'm going to rank up to rank 2 anyways. So let's go ahead and get right into the battles. So it has been a full week since I've battled, so hopefully I'm not too rusty, but let's see how it goes here. So we have Dugong into Scyther. This is quite good for me, to be honest. All my Pokemon have play against Scyther, and they swap into Electivire. So I'm going to go ahead and bring in Deoxys because I think it does the worst against Scyther. Scyther double resists counters and does have access to like Night Slash or X-Scissor or something like that that could hit Deoxys for super effective. So I'm going to go ahead and shield up this Ice Punch. I really didn't want to take a Wild Charge and lose all my energy, and I wasn't sure if it would KO. We do go ahead and get a shield back from them, and then I'm going to go ahead and try and farm down. Not going to shield this up. If I get hit by Wild Charge, that's fine, but it's just another Ice Punch, so looks like it was probably a single move to Electivire. And they actually come in with a Magmortar, so this is okay. I can just go for a Rock Slide here. We do get the final shield, and I'm thinking we should be able to just barely get to another one. Indeed, we do. That Fire Spin damage is going to go through and take us out, but we are able to get to this Rock Slide and take out the Magmortar instead. Uh, Scyther comes back in, so we can go ahead and go for an Icy Wind on the Dugong, which is basically enough to take out that Scyther, and that's going to be a very good game. So that was a super spicy team used by my opponent there, so definitely props to them for trying that out. I'm going to switch it up and try a different team here, so just going to do some team building on the fly. And I'm going to try and make one of the sort of teams that I like to run where you have 2 similar sort of Pokemon in the back, and that both cover the weaknesses of the lead. So I can't actually remember what team I run. I'm going to run Stunfisk here, and so Stunfisk, you need to watch out for really fighters and ground types and fires. And so water types handle those reasonably well, so I'm going to keep Pelipper and Azumarill in the back. So we've got Stunfisk into Vaporeon. So this is not very good for us. We're going to have to build up, and then we're going to swap into Azumarill. I was trying to catch the Aqua Tail there, however, I did not succeed. Totally fine. They come into Roserade, but they were very slow on the switch, so I'm already at an Ice Beam. And this is going to definitely get a shield. We do get the shield. I don't think we're going to be able to make it to another charge move, though. No, we cannot. Razor Leaf takes us out, and we're in a bit of a tough spot here. I'm going to go into Stunfisk because I know that I've got that Rock Slide ready, and I really want to start to get some health from this Roserade. I don't know what this is going to be, but I'm not going to shield it. I want to save some shields for Pelipper, and fortunately it's a Sludge Bomb, so this does look like it's a single move Pokemon. So Sludge Bomb is triple resisted, so does almost nothing, and we are going to be able to get our Pelipper onto this Vaporeon now. They actually go for a last resort, which is very interesting. I was really expecting that I would be catching a water-type move there, but maybe they only have the last resort. They come into Beedrill, so this is going to be kind of tricky, to be honest. I need to make sure that I save some leftover energy um, on this Pelipper, so I'm going to farm up some more energy, and then I really can't get hit by another charge move, so I've got to throw the Weather Ball here. This is definitely going to be taking out the Beedrill, and then Vaporeon's coming back in. I think about going for the Hurricane, but there was no way I was going to make it, so I'm going to have to just go for this Weather Ball to deal some chip damage, and then I can go into the Stunfisk here. Going to go ahead and shield up this charge move, thinking it's going to be a last resort, which it is, but really no reason not to shield there, and I'm going to be able to go for a Rock Throw here, or Rock Slide, sorry, and that's going to be enough to take out the Vaporeon and give me the win. So, pretty close game, to be honest. Vaporeon was definitely a bad lead, but, you know, able to come through on top. My opponent definitely just had some single-moved Pokemon, so that I don't know if I would have been able to win if they had, say, another move on their Roserade, for example, but all right, Gyarados into Stunfisk. So this is okay. With shields up, it's not great, so I'm going to go ahead and go for a Rock Slide to take a shield and then swap into Azumarill here. Oh, and I switched teams. I'm running Azumarill and Tropius in the back, which is a team that I've run many other times. So they actually swap into Dragonite here, which is definitely not the right call. Azumarill is going to be double resisting the Dragon Claws and the Dragon Breaths, so you can see this is doing very little damage. I'm actually going to be able to farm up a lot of energy, and they're not even building up to the Hurricane. So I'm sure it's just single moved, but even if you are single moved, you can still build up to the Hurricane in order to make your opponent have to decide, you know, whether you have that charge move or not. So we're going to be able to take out that Dragonite, and then we've got a lot of loaded energy still on the Azumarill. Going to go ahead and let this charge move come through. It's just an Aqua Tail. I do resist absolutely everything coming from Gyarados, Aqua Tail, Crunch, and Outrage. So Aqua Tail is actually the best move to go for, as it is the most energy efficient of the three. However, I'm going to be able to get to that play rough. Going to swap out now into the Tropius and look to farm down this Gyarados. We are able to farm down, and it is a Stunfisk in the back. So we're going to go ahead and build up to back-to-back Leaf Blades here. Not going to shield this first charge move. They need either 2 or 3 Rock Slides to take me out, depending on the IVs of the Stunfisk. And these Leaf Blades are really going to start to add up. They definitely can't Mudshot me down. Mudshot is triple resisted by Tropius, so it does 1 damage each time. So we're going to be able to get to this last Leaf Blade here. And this is going to be just enough to take out that Stunfisk, so we are able to take that game. We still had our own Stunfisk with close to full health in the back, so that was we had a lot of options left against that Stunfisk there. So. All right, going back to the original team of Dewgong, Marowak, Deoxys here, and that's because I have 3 wins, and at 4 I get Rare Candy. I want to make sure I get that Rare Candy, so going with a strong team again here, and we have Masquerain on the lead. My opponent looks like they dropped a couple fast moves there, so that's definitely unfortunate. I'm going to go for the Icy Wind here, and it looks like they are getting those fast moves in now. I'm not going to shield. I did get the attack debuff off, so I'm not too worried about this, and it's just an Air Cutter. Air Cutter is a really bad move, so I think Masquerain has access. I don't even know what it has. It has Bubble Beam, Silver Wind, maybe. Those might be better choices. I'm not sure. But they actually come into Amoonguss, and Amoonguss is a very interesting Pokemon potentially, but it has terrible moves. So Dewgong is going to have no problem tearing through that, and then they switch into Sandslash, and Alolan Marowak obviously is a terrific counter to Sandslash, so we're going to be able to just Fire Spin it down. They're going to come back in with Amoonguss, and this Shadow Bone is going to be taking them out, and that's going to be a good game there. So able to take that to secure the rare candies, so definitely going to try out a different team on the last match here. So let's go ahead and pick a team here. I can't remember what team I was going to use. I think I was going to try out Grasshole team, and then I thought better of it and decided, you know what? No, I just can't bring myself to do it. So instead, I'm going to actually lead with Frostlass. Frostlass is a really interesting pick, has great moves, and it's kind of squishy, but it's also kind of not. So it is a very interesting pick. And then to pair with it, I'm going to go ahead and bring in an Azumarill and Defense Deoxys. Frostlass needs to watch out for fire types, ghost types, dark types, and Azumarill covers those reasonably well. And then Defense Deoxys is just a great safe switch in general. So Articuno on the lead is very good news for us. All three of our Pokemon are pretty good against Articuno, and they've actually come into Primate. I am still resisting the counters because I am Ghost type, so I'm going to build up a little bit of energy, and then I'm going to come into my Azumarill. Azumarill hard walls Primate that resists absolutely everything Primate has, so it can absorb those charge moves very well. And because they threw the close combat, I'm actually just going to look to straight bubble down. They throw another close combat, which is totally fine. We have a lot of energy for the Articuno that's likely coming back in, but it's actually going to be a Raikou coming back in. So pretty interesting pick. However, 2 Ice Beams are going to deal quite a lot of damage. So the first one is almost half its health. Second one does get the shield. They are likely going to be able to farm us down, so I don't want to get farmed down. I'm going to swap out and go for the Avalanche here. No reason not to shield this up. Certainly could be Shadow Ball. It ends up being a Thunder. But this Avalanche is going to take out the Raikou. I was thinking about undercharging to be able to farm down, but there's really no need for that. Getting a little bit of lag, but we are able to get to this Avalanche. Avalanche is neutral on Articuno because of its flying typing, and it is a better move than Shadow Ball, even though Shadow Ball is a great move. So gonna go for that Avalanche, and then we are able to Powder Snow down. So really good set of battles there. I definitely think I want to try Frostlass a few more times. So maybe in the future I will continue to use a Frostlass team. But thank you guys so much for watching. It's fun to get back into the battles for Season 6. I'll probably try and get back to a little bit more regular posting now that we're out of the Season 5. Season 5 was one where I was taking a bit of a break, and some of the cups were not super interesting, and I saved up a lot of dust, so I have, well, a lot by my standards. I have 1.3 million or something like that, so hopefully that will go to good use and bring some really interesting Pokemon with it. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time.